and welcome back to another episode of VanillaTyme. This is episode 17? Yeah, 17. And as you can see, we've started working on the set of houses that I talked about in the last episode. So I've started by just taking the design from this house here. Well, I call it a house, the diner here. And I've just done the outside of it with some... It's pretty much a carbon copy with a couple of blocks replaced. So you can see the front here, and there's nothing done inside. As you can see here, it's a lot larger on the inside than the other one is, because unlike the other one, I don't have the little mini bubble in here, creating that like false interior walls. So I have a little bit more space to work. So I'm trying to decide if I want to copy this or one of the smaller houses for the two on either side of this one. And I'm thinking I may actually connect them here so that I can actually like run something in between all of them. I think I might put a super smelter here, but I'm not entirely sure yet. I also did a little bit of help in clearing out the east tunnel. And so now we have a tunnel that runs all the way to, I think it's 1250. Thanks SVT for building all of this. I believe it was SVT that did the build itself. Because I know she was working on the clearing, and I believe that Avelina was working on one of the other tunnels. So I believe the tunnels are pretty much done now, or at least getting pretty close, if not already done. And I wanted to bring her around to the shopping district. Ooh, that's new. We have candy canes now. I didn't do that. Ah, Christmas is starting to pop up around the server. Is that build new too? Anyway, I'm getting distracted. So as you can see, we've made a couple of sales. Sold 1, 2, 3, 4, I think here. And I think, yeah, we made another 3 sold before. So I think we sold 2 more here. So that's, pretty good business there. And we've made a few more sales. We sold some scoots. We sold, I think, a couple books. Oh, looks like we've got some sales here with the tools. So, oh, yep, making more sales. Looks like somebody was buying up some materials to, oh, yeah. What was missing out of here? It was probably a shovel and a pick or an axe. I'm not really sure, but nice to see that people are still making use of the bookshop. The wool, on the other hand, is not doing too much in terms of sales, which is probably for the best because I'm actually using my wool now. And this, I wish I had remembered last session because, last episode, was it last episode? Yeah, I needed a lot of red and black wool, and I forgot that I had a bit of a supply here. So I wound up having to ask Harding for black dye from his... this farm, his Prison Marine farm, and he was able to come through for me. And then the red dye I was able to pick up from the iron farm. I just switched it back over to a, whatchamacallit. I took the hopper out, so it stopped composting. Took the hopper out, put the hopper back in, took the composter out. I know what I'm talking about. So that we would get poppies instead of bone meal. And then that wound up not being enough, so I also wound up creating a 2 tall high bone meal farm. What am I doing? Okay, so as I was trying to say, there wasn't enough red dye being produced by the iron farm, so I wound up making this 2 tall rosebush farm, and yeah, it's pretty straightforward. It's just a single dispenser bone meal. It's not super fast. I always forget that you can put the second dispenser up top, and I believe the observer, because dispensers have quasi-connectivity, so I think like pistons, if you power here, the block above will get powered or something like that, or maybe the, whoops, that's supposed to be up top or something, I don't remember. That's not how that goes. There we go. So I think I might be able to actually put a second dispenser up top. In fact, let's try that. Let's see how this works. We need an extra dispenser, and if we just replace this, so if we put that there, and then we put that back in here. And we take some of this bone meal. Let's say we have a full stack here. So we turn this on. Oh yeah, it does double. Aha, much faster. So we can put that over here. And now that's running at double speed. Cool. It is only one hopper, so we just have to keep an eye on it because I believe the dispensing is like faster than the hopper can pick up. And I've moved the 2 talls from the starter base over here. So now if we do want a different color or just different flowers, we can just break the glass and pop out the rose bush and put in the one that we want. And also I just moved the chest a little bit, add a little staircase. It's still not pretty in here, but at least it's functional. But today I want to focus on getting the rest of the builds in here and putting probably a farm inside here. Either a farm or a smelter. Haven't really nailed down what yet, but that's the goal today. So I've done a little bit of work and I've added a second boulder. I've taken out the front entrance since this isn't actually going to be a diner. And I think having a central entrance here makes a little bit more sense. I've also taken out the side door here. So this is the space we have to work with. I don't know if it's going to be enough to put a super smelter in without going underground, but we're going to see. I'm going to play with the space here and see if I can get something going, because you need, what is it? You need the smelter itself plus the hopper behind. So it's only too thick. And if we start in the back line, I think we can get away with a line like this. Having the loading system here and then go all the way across with the unloader about here. So we can get furnaces all the way up to here. So that gives us what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So minus those two. So that's 16. And if we layer them, I don't know if there's enough space to layer, but that would give us 32, and that would be enough. Yeah, because usually I do 32 units, which is generally enough to half stack at a time. 64 is nice, but not always necessary. I think I usually stop around 48 just due to material limits. But yeah, I think we might be able to fit 32 in here. So let me play with this and see what I can do. I also had a nice visit from Rhea. Unfortunately, it did get cut short a little bit, but I was able to give her a tour of the base and. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was very unexpected. She sort of showed up, which, you know, most of my base tours tend to be that way. Somebody just pops in, sees how I'm doing, and we go on a little walk around. And that's exactly what we did. So I showed off my builds, showed off the redstone, and let her take her own tour of the underbelly of the bowling alley, which is always what everybody wants to see. At the end of the day is the bean of the redstone, which is, you know, a lot of fun. But yeah, so it's always fun when friends come around to visit. Unfortunately, we didn't have voice chat on, so you get this awkward monologue from me instead. But yeah, maybe in the future I can do headphones on and we can actually get some active conversation on the server. I feel like we haven't been using the voice chat as much as we did in the early couple of weeks of the server. Excuse my cat for sneezing. And it'd be kind of nice to actually hear people's voices again. And we've got a 16-unit smelter done. So I haven't tested this yet, but the idea is that we put fuel in here. We'll try it with 16 to start. And then once that's gone in here, yep, we can run that. That should put 2 into each, or sorry, 1 into each one. Which, oh, we lost a little bit of speed right at the end there. Okay, so we'll have to test that again. So let's just put 1 in manually for now. And I wonder why I did that. Oh, I wonder if... Aha, it's getting blocked. It's getting locked by this. Can Okay, so it's a 15 unit smelter for the moment. So we want to put our, so we turn on the pickup system and we want, this is the, what we're smelting. So that's all going to go in there. Perfect. And then if we turn this on, it should evenly distribute. Looks like it is, which is great. And we're offloading. Perfect. Okay, so the only thing that we got to fix is that fuel line input for the last furnace. And once we get that working, then everything should be good. I was debating putting a 32 unit system in, but it was going to look cluttered, and I think 16 is fine. I don't think we really need that much more. If we do need to do like industrial masses melting, we don't have a lot of time, we could always go to Volkal's public smelter. This is just for getting a little bit done at the base. Oh, and also Harding wound up doing a little bit of a shopping spree and bought some axolotls and decided to drop them into the turtle farm. All right, one little fix to the smelter later and everything's working correctly. I'm just looking for some materials to make some banners to go along with the little front postage that I put out front. Postage isn't the right word. I've got mail on the mind because Canada's got a mail strike right now. But yeah, so the billboard out front, we're going to write smelt across the front, and I think we're going to do it in a black banner with orange text. So to do that, we come down here into our loom, and there's a fun little program that I use. I'll just Google banner Minecraft letters, what's it called? Gamergeeks.net. Yeah. So this is a nice little tool. So I'm going to spend a minute getting some letters. Basically what you do is you stick the letter that you want, the base color, pattern color, and you click on a letter and it shows you how to do it. So let me take care of that, and I'll figure out what I need. So I'm looking to do smelt. So let's start with the S. Okay, so this one's going to require an orange base. Of course, the first one is reversed. So some of the letters you need to base it with your pattern color. Q is like that as well. So let's just grab a couple of these. Okay. Okay, so we can make our banner. We stick it in there, and then we want a black diamond. Oops. So black diamond, a black bar across the middle, an orange cross going this way, and then a black outline. There we go. And then we're just going to do this with the other ones. I am running out of space. Give me 1 second. Really want my bundles. Okay, so then we need an M. Perfect. 1 block center. 5 letters. Perfect. Okay, so now we've got the smelter. And I guess if we wanted to, we could put something up top as a visual indicator from far away, like a giant furnace or something. I don't know. So it might look too tacky, but it is looking a little plain, so I may try and spruce this up with some extra acacia here and there. I don't know. We'll see. I'll probably sleep on that one. And I didn't mention before, but I did the flooring in mangrove logs, and I'm just alternating the pattern, so it looks like a bit of a crisscross. I was going to strip these for like that deep red hue, but after placing them like this, I kind of like it. It looks kind of like throw rug, shag rug, you know, like 60s shag rug, which it doesn't look that bad. Or not that bad. It doesn't look that out of place, I should say. So I think I'm just going to leave it like that. And as you can see, the what's it called? The unloading system here is now fixed, so it's now going out this way. So it will now turn on and off this block. So if we go F3, you can see. It doesn't show if it's powered. Or does it? And I just can't see it. Anyway, so that's powered right now, which is what's turning the power rail on. And so if there's items going through the hopper, then it'll turn off. It's the usual unloading system that I've set up everywhere. The reason why it was interacting with the fuel hopper is because originally it was going backwards instead of sideways. And that's just because I wanted to avoid creating a lumpiness on the outside, which unfortunately I had to do, but it doesn't look too bad here. So this part here is just covering up the torch here. Originally I had it coming out the back, which is a little less obvious, but in the end, it's fine. Just adds a little extra detail to the build, which I think is okay. And I think that pretty much does it for this build. So in between episodes, I think I'm going to work on the terraforming a little bit, maybe do something with the front here to make it look a little bit nicer, more integrated. We do have a pretty clear color shift from the deep green to the faded green because of the biome change. So maybe we can work with that. Not sure yet, but that'll be something that I do in between episodes, I think. But for now, I think we'll leave it there. And thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw and want to see more, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and comment if you feel like it. And I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.